Hello everyone, happy Halloween and welcome back to my channel. Today with another makeup tutorial, as you probably know from my thumbnail, which is completely unnecessary to say. But welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to present you Stolas from the cartoon Helluva Boss. He is my favorite character, a huge comfort character for me, and I'm really excited to show you how I did his makeup today. So have fun and enjoy, and I hope you can learn something. Let's go!
I start off by putting on my lenses and putting my hair out of the way. I then take my tape to give myself a facelift. For that, just pull on your face and see how the skin is lifting, and wherever you want to have it, where it does a nice effect for whatever effect you want to achieve, you in the end apply the tape to make it stick. My goal here is to make my jawline look more defined. Afterwards, I proceed by applying my primer. I simply apply it like a cream all over my face. I let it dry before I proceeded with a color correcting concealer. This one has a green undertone to correct the red spots on my face. Then I'm going to apply my foundation as usual. As it is very high covering, I really apply it all over my face and not just on the areas needed. If you want to go for a more natural look, I advise you to do the latter. Next, I'm going to apply my normal concealer, which is from the same brand as my foundation. I usually apply it around my nose, under my eyes and under my lips. These are the parts where I usually have kinda dark shadows or like stronger wrinkles that I like to cover up. As I'm a huge fan of a matte finish, I conclude my base makeup with a powder. This brand especially does makeup products for cosplayers, and I'm really a big fan of their products. Starting off with my eye makeup, I chose the Revolution eyeshadow palette and used this tone as a base. I apply it all over my eyelids and like slightly outwards to basically set a base and define the area where I will continue to put on different eye makeup. Next, I choose this very thin eyeliner. I apply it along the natural line of my eye from the middle outwards. To make it straight, I then connect it back from the outwards inwards to the middle of my eye. Since there is a small gap, I'm simply going to fill it in with the eyeliner. Also, I got a huge pet peeves about having little bumps where the line isn't completely straight, so I'm always trying to correct that. This eyeliner technique works especially well with hooded eyes, as you don't really have eyeliner above your eyelid, so it also cannot be covered up by your lid. I really love doing this with my daily makeup as well. I then grab my kohl liner and fill in my upper waterline. This creates the illusion that my eyeliner would go over my whole eyelid, while it in fact does not. Now it's time for the more difficult parts. Grab some black eyeshadow and a brush to properly blend it, and blend it from the outer corner of your eye inwards. This will take quite some time to look clean, as especially black eyeshadow smudges really easily, but with a little bit of patience you can have a very beautiful result. Also note that I'm basically applying the eyeshadow along my eye socket and not just above my eyelid, which is also due to the fact that I kinda have hooded eyes, and otherwise it will just be swallowed and not create the shape I desired. To create a gradient, the outer part should always be darker than the inner one, but make sure to always blend it well to not have some weird edges. Afterwards, I take this red shade and apply it on my lower eyelid. Here the same rules apply. I try to make it darker on the outer corner and lighter on the inner one. Also, it should in best case kinda connect to your eyeliner. With the same eyeliner as before, I then create a small hook from the middle of my eye outwards, just to kinda round up the eye shape. Then, same thing as above, I take the black kohl liner and apply it from the middle of my eye to the inner corner this time to connect the line we drew outwards. Now it's time for some shading, so I take a brush that doesn't blend as well as the one I used before. It is a habit of mine to kind of layer my eyeshadow and to keep going darker and darker to really make a clean gradient effect. I forgot to film this, but I switched back to black for the upper eyeshadow. As you can see, the color is way more vibrant and it gets cleaner, but therefore you also need to be very careful, as you can't blend it out as much as before. I then take this light color and apply it on my inner corner and blend it towards the black to finish the gradient. Next up is this glittery shade for highlighting. And to really make our eyes pop, we use some glitter. With a black eyebrow pen, I then fill in my eyebrows and make them look as straight as possible. Since the hairline of my wig is straight, I draw on a widow's peak with black eyeshadow to complement that owlish look of Stolas. Make sure that the edges are clean and that it doesn't look too faded out or smudged. You can use different black products for doing so too. On to the trickiest part, drawing on his second pair of eyes. I start off with a straight line only a small gap away from my eyebrow. And then proceed with the rounded shape of his eyes. I then proceed to fill in the shape, but I always make sure that the outer corners and the outer edges are darker than the inside. This creates some kind of three-dimensionality. For the record, this time these eyes didn't really get symmetrical at all. They should be, but I also make mistakes and sometimes things just do not work out the way we wanted to. I still think it is well enough to explain to you what I did there and for you to reproduce it. With a dark red tone, I then shade the outer lines to add dimension and make it clean. Blend it out slightly towards the middle. Choose whatever eyeliner or face paint you want in order to simply draw on those triangles he has under his eyes. I think I can't really give much deeper advice here. It is always difficult to do and simply a matter of painting accurately. With the same tool, I draw an almond shape on my nose to mimic his beak. I then fill it in almost all the way, but leave a small part wide to create some kind of a faked reflection. I afterwards contour with the black eyeshadow. I really love doing that, even though it fit no other character than Stolas, but it really makes my jawline pop. I also put some contour on my neck to blend in the black better. Don't forget to drink before you're doing your lip makeup and stay hydrated. I know we're all cosplayers, we tend to forget that over time. With my previous used black eyeliner, I extend my lips slightly outwards. I then connect the lines in a round shape towards the middle. This simply serves as an outline, as I don't want to waste too much of my eyeliner on this. I then fill in the rest with the black eyeshadow I've used before. Like this, even though it might smudge or goes off, at least the general shape will stay in place. And I can just reapply my eyeshadow later. I then proceed as shown with drawing a triangle on my lower lip to mimic his lip shape. It kinda gives off a birdish vibe in my opinion. With my highlighter, I then proceed to highlight my nose and my cheekbones. And the part above my lips and under my eyebrows. And that's it, we're finished.
Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and could learn something nice, and have a happy Halloween! It is my favorite festivity and I hope that all of you can enjoy it as much as I do.